part 12. I'm just trying to wait for the, thing. What is this? It's gonna probably pull up. Come on, pull up. Pull up. Bruh. Oh, there we go. Sometimes take a long time when you're trying to, you're trying to, pause that. Okay, anyway. Pin the message. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to put it to this YouTube. I'm going to paste it in. Let's go. And let us now begin. We're now officially in day 7 of playing. Oh, we got since justice, ovation. That's a nice one. Oh, there's the opera, Mr. White. Okay, so Grizz and Nomad are back. So anyway, let us jump down. Huh. I'm gonna start a loot lick. Okay, let me get some. What? Oh my gosh, this is like the same thing. Wait, hold on. This is like the same thing that happened at the last time, like yesterday, for part 10. I'm gonna go over here to the towers. Now we got ourselves a gun, so what? What the heck? Okay, we got a gun. Wait, oh. We got a gun, but we can't we can't shoot it? Okay, this is so weird. Okay, anyway, let me try again. Let me try again. Because I have no idea why I was not even able to shoot. Wait, should I wait, maybe I should leave the game and then rejoin it, because I know it's that's ooh, I gotta, oh, interesting, nice. Because I noticed it does say that there's this, what? No, we can't jump out. Okay. This is kind of funny, but bit weird. Okay, whoops. Fell off that. Okay, let's see, okay. Picking up ammo, let's see if the chest works. Tell me they work. Okay, what the flip is happening with the game? You know what? What do you do when you have two pumps? Is there one? I just love what they have. Wait, what? Ew, no way. No freaking way. Are you serious right now? Fine. If you can't use the guns, I'm just gonna have to emote instead. Oh yeah, there we go. We got this nice emote. Oh yeah, it looks like we dancing downtown. You know what? I'm just gonna. Okay. Let me see. Can I? What? Oh heck no, man. What? What the? What is? Oh my gosh. I think this is just weird. Like, I know the guns do work, but it's like weird. I'm not the creator of the game. I'm just like, what's going on? Okay, let's see if we can finally pick up a gun. Let's see. Okay, there we go. We got. Like I'm doing everything correctly. Like equipping the gun. Okay, we're gonna leave the game one more time. Okay, let's go back in. Maybe this time we'll finally get it to work. Okay, let's see. Okay. We're gonna jump to. This should just be renamed to Unexpected Bugs series and be like, oh, everybody, welcome to Unexpected Bugs in Post Royale. That should be like the new title of the series. Get it because it's like because they get finding unexpected bugs. Okay, we got the hammer. You know what? If the guns ain't gonna work, explore instead. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Yeah, I'm gonna be exploring instead. If they ain't work, keep playing no matter what happens. Man, I just love this game, even though even though the guns are not working right now. Boom, open up, open up. I'm like ninja, except better. I mean, more interesting, I guess. Any doubt? Yo, hello there. The funniest thing that's happening right now is like I'm trying to use the guns and they're all pointing down and I can't even shoot. It's like it's kind of funny, but at the same time it's not. Like, I did not make the game, so yeah. I'm like a content creator slash beta tester. Yeah. You know what? I got some other skins I could show you, but let me. You know what? That's actually what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna show you my locker. Okay, so I have the default of Santa Claus, the artist, White Briz, and I have Winterfish. This is a skin that I actually made, so I'm gonna put it on. And you know what? I'm gonna do default dance. Cause why? Cause I want to. Alright, anyway. Gonna see my character and let us leave the game. I'm gonna glow up. I'm not gonna glow up. I'm glow down. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yes, wait, that finally worked. I finally was able to jump out. Okay, let's see. Will we finally be able to use it again? Let's see. Oh, it finally works. Oh wait, we're able to pick up a gun, but we can't shoot from it. We can't shoot from it. What? Okay. I'm gonna have to boost my character. Let's. Okay. Okay. There's our ammo, so we're gonna pick it up. Give me some. Oh wait. This is so weird because like even when I press. Wait, do I press X or whatever it is? Bruh, help. I can't even shoot. Why is this happening? Wait. Can I actually? What the? I can't. Got a grenade. No, I can't. I'm so mad. You know what? I gotta do. I'm not gonna press any other tab. I'm not gonna press it because I noticed that's like probably the biggest problem. When you press tab and when you click tab, it feels like okay. I feel like they don't even work. But okay, let's. Can I? Grab? What? No, I pressed tab. Why? Well, if I leave the game and return it, yeah. That's what I'm gonna do right now. What the? Yeah, it's free to play, even though there's a lot of like bugs in the game. No way, this is happening. I'm surprised. I'm just like finding. Wait, I can't. Oh, you can't untab. No. This is like so embarrassing, bruh. Let's go over to the burger and hope. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm able to pick up the guns, but I can't shoot from them. And what the? Let me go back in. I think I'm probably gonna need to get some help. Yeah. You know what? What if I press? Oh, I pressed tab really. You know what? Let's go to the burger. I wanna go there. We're going over to the burger now. Their names are just really cool. I like how they each have their own name. Like for example, I like how this one is called the Hammer and this one called the Dragon. I also like how this is called the SH5 and the Whipto. I like the names. That's a common, that's an epic, that's a legendary, and that's a rare. So we have like 4 different rarities. Let's go over to the burger even though it's called Apple Diner. Hello, welcome to the burger. How may I help you today? Hello, can I order one Pulse Royale burger, please? Sorry, we don't serve burgers here, but why is there a hamburger on top of your restaurant? Oh, that's just for decoration, just to get people to come over here. And yeah, we have no, I'm gonna go over to the ice castle because you're gonna enjoy it. Also, we got Krampus up here, which is a major cool thing. So let's go up. Oh, this is so funny. Krampus is still there, even though there never was an actual Krampus skin. It sucks. But hey, next Christmas it could be possible. Oh, we already got these guns. Gonna have to get my 6-shooter. Is this supposed? Oh, that's supposed to be icon, right? So I thought I was the first icon, but in reality, Bros is the first icon. Well, I mean, even though it's a bit disappointing, I mean, that's cool. Anyway, I'm gonna put elf, no default on. There we go. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go over there to the maze, of course. Royale is technically a Roblox Fortnite inspired game, but where instead of there being building, you get to use guns, which you're probably seeing the point of it. And it looks like I cannot. Oh, I think I know what's missing. There's no map to tell the players where they're at. Wait, that's actually a good suggestion. Maybe I should like suggest it and probably like say like, hey, I noticed there's something missing. I'm gonna say there should be like some kind of map. Okay, let me go to the Discord server. I'm going to put a suggestion. Where is, oh yeah, suggestion. Yeah. Hey, welcome, Hey Gordon. How are you today? Yeah, man. I just love beta testing. I mean, I love how you can just like, you can find things, even if things like don't really work, it just makes it really interesting. Like, you get to experience things early and you get to like understand like, hey, like what is something that works and what doesn't work. And I'm doing fine. Yeah. I predict that pretty much like the beta might probably last for a very long time, and we could just call Pulse Royale like Fortnite, but if the bugs were the events. So it kind of be like a storyline. Like for example, the goal of the AR-18, you could kind of have like kind of has like a storyline because you're pretty much like you're trying to figure out exactly like, hey, like why is this gun not working? Even the golden one, and those two guns have not been working for 6 whole days, and now this is like the 7th day that this has happened. Also, another thing that has not been working was the med kit, and also there's like an invisible shield potion. Like if I pretty much find one, I'll pretty much like but hey, the grenades work. I know they do. Let's see if there's something. Wait, are the supply drops gone? I don't know if they're gone or if they're here. Okay. I know they eventually appear. See, you can clearly see the difference is that if you have this, see, there's two legendary AR-18s. There's actually a lot more, but you see, that's the first gun that I found out did not work. And then, if you find the goofy revolver in the game, it will instantly just point downward, similar to you'll be able to hold it in your hand, but it won't be able to shoot. Luckily, all the other legendary weapons work, so that's like a major thumbs up. Okay, let's see what's in here. Ooh. What är det? Bolaget. Okay, looks like we're gonna... Yeah, so that's like, this is an example, so... Yeah. Car song guide? Oh, it's just something interesting. So... Yo, Blue Glue. Welcome back. I just realized something about this map is that I realized that this map right here is actually probably modeled after the Fort Blocks Season 2 map. And how do I exactly know this? Well, because I remember, I actually tried out Season 2, and it turns out, I did not originally play Season 2, or Season 1 or any of the other seasons at the time, was at Season 12, pretty much played Season 12 to the end for 14 days. That's how many days I got to play Season 12 for, then played Season 13, 14, and not a lot. I'm not the developer of the game. I'm just like the beta tester. See, if you look here at the description, it says the lead developer is White Death 4 blocks. The developers are Bursey Boy 674, Able the Park 2008, and Custom Pet 92. The developers. I'm pretty much like the content creator slash tester of the game for the game. I'm also part of the Discord server. I did in fact have a game called Try and Fail Royale, and the point of it was where the players spawn on the players spawn, but there's no base plate. You jump off and you fail in order to win. You have to keep falling, jumping off of the spawn over and over again to be able to get wins. And that was a game that I actually made and had a bunch of people who pretty much knew me be able to try it out before I became the content creator for Pulse Royale, as you clearly see me doing right now. And so far I made about a total of, let me think, 11 parts are pretty much on YouTube right now, but this is the 12th part. Yeah, you can actually join in the game right now. It's completely free. No matter what Roblox account you have, you can join in. Anyway, so see this med kit, right? The health pack. When you try picking it up, you'll do this kind of animation, but you won't be able to pick it up. So that's what I was pretty much mentioning earlier. So in reality, those are 3 items that do not really work. And also, there's like a mysterious shield potion you can't even like pick up. That's what I said. All right. Anyway, so I'm just gonna do is like I'm just gonna okay. Let's see. I think I'm gonna drop this demolisher down with this Johnny gun. Sometimes when you're like near guns and you want to pick them up, sometimes it's like okay, I pick up the nearest gun, but you're trying to pick it up so much that you end up opening a chest instead. Fun fact about Post Royale you did not know. Did you know that that guns finally got fixed on the third day?
They close in 15 minutes. You want to go make something and pause here, and I'll sit here.
Yeah.
All right, Grace, you go do your bagel and you can sit here. Because I want to get something too.
Guys, I'm gonna go live.
All right, you can eat there. Gracie, you come back then, okay? That's all you're gonna eat?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. All right.
I originally did play Fortnite. Just I felt so bad at Fortnite, and let me tell you the story of how I got my very first ever kill in Fortnite. So the story goes where pretty much it was chapter 3, season 4, and I was afraid pretty much getting kills, and it was in the building mode version of the Battle Royale, even though there was like a zero build. And so I was like deciding to just be like, okay, what if I just did was like I run away and just like hid and let the other players be able to fight before pretty much like before everyone else is eliminated. And so I did was like I waited and stuff for like the other players to get eliminated. So I kept running, got away and hid. And then finally there was this like so I decided to just be like, hey, why don't I pretty much like hide in a bush, like wait for them, because I was originally a bush camper back then, because I was like new to it. Well, yeah. Anyway, so then what ended up happening was there was this player who was wearing this Fortnite skin, Marigold. That's yeah, probably that's what her name is. Yeah, and so was like editing, doing builds, and was getting prepped down. And so I decided to just get out. So I did was I started shooting at them. They started shooting at me, and then eventually I finally took out the other player and won and beat the game and won. And so like that's like the backstory of how even though pretty much like I lost, I actually took them out. And so It's kind of interesting because like you know those like Fortnite videos where they have like these people like cranking 90s and there's like this one player who's like doing nothing and then they instantly take out the player because they didn't crank any 90s. And yeah, that's what it is. So that's like the backstory. And then eventually I was like, yeah, like why don't I try getting some more eliminations? And then I was like, wait, there should be a Roblox version of Fortnite, and thus pretty much that's what I pretty much like found out. Anyway, this is the Goofy's Rev, which was another one of the guns that I was like talking mentioning earlier, and you can clearly see that it points downward. The other guns don't really like do that, but if I find like the gold AK-47, if I go back to finding it, I'll pretty much like show you like what I mean. Like, and you'll clearly see like how both of those guns are the only two that only just point downward. Huh. As the scope works. Yeah, I'm just a cowboy on my turf. Howdy, partner. I'm just rushing through. Oh yeah, I know who Bush Camp Dad is. So I found out about Bush Camp Dad like watching a video about him, and I was like, oh, who is this guy? So he wears like this alien like green skin, and he just like waits for the players. He gets ranked unreal. Anyway. So if you clearly see, wait, hold, let me put this down. So if you clearly see this golden AR-18 and the Goofy's revolver, you can clearly see that both of the guns point downward. But this gun usually shoots out ammo, while this gun right here does not shoot any ammo. And sometimes this gun will shoot ammo, but then when you reload it, it instantly has you cannot shoot from it. And that's pretty much what these two guns really do. So I recommend that I think that what I think about streaming on Twitch. I actually did in fact try streaming on Twitch a few times and then I didn't really get any viewers. And instantly what happened was I was like, yeah, this wasn't really for me. But if you really want to know how I got interested in gaming, I'll tell you. So back when I was a kid, pretty much like I did not really do any gaming because I was interested in Lego and Batman. And so what really ended up happening was I found out there's a game called Lego Batman the video game, and there's somebody named Blitzwinger who was a YouTuber who was doing videos about it. And so I was like, "Whoa, this is actually really cool." And I told my parents and said, "Hey, I want to try this game." But at the time, we did not really have like any game consoles at the time. So then eventually at some point, I did not really start making YouTube content because at the time either. And then one day I checked out a YouTuber named Ninja, who you probably know played Fortnite, and he did like a bunch of content, and I was like, "Whoa, this guy is so cool! I think I want to start making a YouTube channel." And thus, pretty much, I started making YouTube content. I had a lot of channels, but each of them failed. I just wanted to rush the content, but they got nowhere. And that's pretty much like you see me right now, like doing post-battle content. The lesson of the story is that no matter how many times you fail to pretty much make content, just try out something new, and then they'll eventually find something that clicks, and you'll be able to want to stay and do more of it. You want to give me a rating? Sure. All right, everybody. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna end this stream now because it was really fun. It was really fun to actually do this, and see you guys later for part. Wait, is it part? Yeah, part 13. Yeah, I pretty much put the game on private because and decided to stop working on it because the game was temporary and I was wanting like waiting for post Royale to finally come out, and that's why I'm doing post Royale content now. So that's it. See you guys later.